Welcome back. I call this deck Chaos Cat Hurricane. It consists of three components. Cat refers to the Beast Floater Rescue Cat. Chaos to a Chaos engine I maxed out on in this build. And Hurricane to an Ojama engine we can easily access with the help of Rescue Cat. More specifically, Hurricane refers to Ojama Delta Hurricane, the MVP of the Ojama engine. Rescue Cat is the heart and soul of this deck. For it, on effect activation, tributes itself to float into 2 level 3 or lower beast type monsters, all of which are light or dark attributes in this deck. They get destroyed during the end phase, thereby fueling our grave with at least 2 light or dark attribute monsters for the sum of our Chaos Sorcerer or Black Luster Soldier. We need to see Rescue Cat as early as possible, and that's why I included 2 copies of the Earth Floater Giant Red. One Sangan to search Rescue Cat, and one Mystic Tomato to float primarily into Sangan. Another way to see multiple copies of Rescue Cat in one turn is by activating Last Will in a turn within which we tributed our first Rescue Cat for 2 level 3 or lower beasts, thereby triggering Last Will to special another copy of Rescue Cat straight from our deck, and use it once more to float into 2 level 3 or lower light or dark attribute beasts. Our main light beasts targets include 2 copies of each of the original Ojamas. Double Ojama Yellow, Double Ojama Black, and Double Ojama Green. The reasoning behind including 2 copies of each Ojama is simple. We want, if we draw to 1 or more copies of the Ojamas, to still have access to the other copies via Rescue Cat's search effect. If we have 1 Rescue Cat on board and 1 Last Will in our hand, we've already assembled all parts for Ojama Delta Hurricane to activate. Ojama Delta Hurricane requires us to control 1 of each Ojama on our side of the field and nukes all cards the opponent has on his side of the field. That is to say, it combines the power of Raigeki plus Harpy's Feather Duster. Once the opposing field has been cleared, the remaining Ojamas are of not much use on our own field. That's where Cat's secondary effect comes in handy, whereas it usually is disadvantageous for us to lose all monsters Rescue Cat floated into during our next end phase. Here it is advantageous to fill the grave with light attribute Ojamas for the sum of our Chaos monsters. If we're lacking dark attributes for our Chaos monsters, I included this Koala as a dark attribute target for our Rescue Cat to float into. One Thunder Dragon fills the grave with up to 2 copies of itself. Tribe-Infecting Virus and Lightening Vortex serve as discard outlets for excess copies of the Ojama monsters in our hand. The win condition then is simple. Firstly, assemble Rescue Cat, Last Will, or any 1 copy of our Ojama monsters we can normal summon if we have not already used our normal summon for our Rescue Cat. Secondly, summon the Ojamas from our hands with Last Will and Rescue Cat from our deck, activate Ojama Delta Hurricane, and destroy all cards the opponent controls at that point in time. Thirdly, wait till the end phase for our beasts to get sent to the grave by Rescue Cat's secondary effect, and use them as materials for 1 or several copies of Chaos Sorcerer, or Black Luster Soldier Envoy of the Beginning, to then attack an empty board. From protection from hostile traps, I play 2 copies of Royal Decree. Back row or floodgates can be dealt with via Mystical Space Typhoon or Heavy Storm. Then I play Premature Burial, for example to revive Rescue Cat and use its effect once more. Before we nuke the opponent, we may want to steal his best monster with Snatch Steal. Last but not least, to conclude this deck profile, I played a Trinity, Pot of Creeds, Graceful Charity, and Delinquent Duo. That's it for this deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, your Retro Expert, signing out.